Year 10 brought reflection. A decade since finding that wallet. A decade of transformation. Journalists wanted to write the story. Publishers wanted book deals. Documentary filmmakers wanted to tell the story. What do you think? Keisha asked Jae-sung. Should we share it? Publicly. It's your story. Your choice. It's our story. Both of us. They decided on documentary. Complete honesty. About the wallet. About integrity. About transformation. About everything. Filming was intense. Interviews about past. About poverty. About choices. About building something from nothing. Why did you return the wallet? The filmmaker asked. Because it wasn't mine. Because my grandmother raised me to do right thing. Because integrity mattered more than comfort. Keisha paused. And honestly, because I needed to prove to myself I was still a good person despite circumstances. That poverty hadn't made me dishonest. Did you know it would lead to this? No. I just knew I had to be able to look at myself in mirror. Everything else was bonus. Jae-sung's interview was harder. Talking about criminal past. About violence. About choices he regretted. Why did you help her? Really? Because she reminded me of my dead sister. Because she showed me integrity still existed. Because I was tired of only being destruction. I wanted to build something. Save someone. Be better. He looked at the camera. She gave me that chance. By being herself so completely that I had to become better to deserve her in my life. The documentary included interviews with everyone. Ji-won, talking about finding daughter again. Aaliyah, talking about growing up in this family. Daniel, talking about being adopted. Staff, talking about working for ethical company. Red Door isn't just restaurant, one manager said. It's proof you can be profitable and principled. That you can make money without exploitation. That integrity matters. The documentary premiered at Sundance. Won audience award. Got distribution deal. Became cultural phenomenon. Returned wallet. How integrity changed everything. Reviews were glowing. Inspiring. Proof that goodness exists. Must watch. But not everyone was happy. Jae-sung's past criminal associates objected, saying he was making himself look better than he was. Sanitizing his history. They're right, Jae-sung admitted. I wasn't a good man. The documentary makes me look better than I was. You've changed. That's the point. Transformation is possible. Still, I did bad things. Hurt people. That shouldn't be forgotten. They added addendum to documentary. Jae-sung speaking directly to camera. I want to be clear. My past was real. I hurt people. Made choices I regret. Operated in criminal world for years. The documentary shows my transformation, but that shouldn't erase accountability. I was a bad man trying to become better. That's complicated. That's messy. But it's honest. The addendum made the documentary stronger. More real. More impactful. You could have hidden the complexity, Keisha said. Made yourself look better. That would defeat the point. The documentary is about integrity. Can't be about integrity if we're not being honest about everything. Month 6 brought speaking circuit. Keisha and Jae-sung giving talks together. About ethics. About transformation. About building ethical businesses. How do you balance profit and principles? Audiences always asked. You don't balance, Keisha said. You integrate. Principles aren't obstacle to profit. They're foundation. When you treat people right, they're loyal. When you're honest, people trust you. When you operate ethically, you attract customers and employees who share those values. Ethics is good business. But what about competitors who don't follow ethics? Don't they have advantage? Short term? Maybe. Long term? Never. Unethical businesses eventually fail. They lose customers, face lawsuits, deal with turnover. Ethical businesses build lasting value. That's real competitive advantage. The speeches were popular. Colleges, conferences, corporations all wanted them. We're becoming business celebrities, Jae-sung said. That's weird. We're becoming proof that integrity matters. That's important. Year 10 also brought Daniel's struggles. Trauma doesn't disappear with adoption. He was acting out, fighting at school, testing boundaries constantly. I'm bad, he told Keisha after a particularly bad day. Everyone always says I'm bad. You're not bad. You're hurt. You're scared. You're protecting yourself the only way you know how. But Daniel, you're not bad. And we're not giving up on you. Everyone gives up eventually. We're not everyone. We're your parents. Forever. Even when you're struggling. Especially when you're struggling. They got Daniel into therapy. Specialized trauma therapy. Slowly, he started healing. My therapist says I push people away because I'm scared they'll leave anyway. That makes sense. People have left before. You're protecting yourself. But you're not going to leave? Never. You're stuck with us. Forever and ever, and then some more. Even when I'm bad. Even then. Though we'd prefer if you stopped punching kids at school. But even then. Daniel smiled. Rare, genuine smile. Okay, I'll try to stop punching kids. That's all we ask. Progress, not perfection. Month 9 brought G1's 75th birthday. Smaller celebration this time. Just family. Intimate. I'm old now, she said. Really old. You're vibrant, Keisha corrected. You walk without cane now. You're healthy. You're here. I'm grateful. For every day. For this family. For second chances. We're all living second chances. That's what makes us family. Year 10 ended with another family photo. Bigger family this time. More people. More love. 10 years, Keisha said. A decade since everything changed. Best decade of my life, Jae-sung said. Mine too. We're lucky. We're blessed. But we also earned it. Through choices. Through integrity. Through showing up. To 10 more years. To 50 more. They kissed. 10 years married. 15 years knowing each other. Forever ahead. And Keisha thought about that wallet. That moment. That choice. One honest act. Changed everything. Absolutely everything. Sometimes the universe rewarded goodness. Sometimes integrity led to transformation. Sometimes one choice rippled out into infinity. Keisha believed that now. Completely. Absolutely. Because she was living proof. Year 11 brought crisis. Economic recession. Restaurants struggling. Business down across all sectors. We need to cut costs, the CFO said. Labor is biggest expense. We're not firing anyone, Keisha said firmly. But we're not. We find other ways. Cut executive pay. Reduce marketing. Delay expansion. But we don't put our people on the street during recession. That's not who we are. The board was nervous. But Jae-sung supported her. Keisha's right. We weather this together. We've built loyalty for years. Now we show that loyalty goes both ways. They cut executive salaries by 30%, including Keisha and Jae-sung. Delayed new openings. Reduced overhead. But kept every employee. Thank you, staff said over and over. For not laying us off. For keeping us safe. You kept us successful. We keep you employed. That's partnership. The decision was costly. Short-term. But long-term? Staff loyalty intensified. Customer respect grew. Press coverage was overwhelmingly positive. Park family businesses choose people over profit in recession. Ethics even in hard times. How Red Door kept everyone employed. Business recovered faster than competitors. Because employees worked harder. Because customers supported them deliberately. Because integrity in crisis built unshakable loyalty. You were right, the CFO admitted. Keeping everyone paid off. Literally. Always does. Eventually. Month 6 brought Daniel's breakthrough. He'd been in therapy for a year and a half. Finally opening up. Finally healing. I trust you, he told Keisha and Jae-sung. Actually trust you. That you won't leave. Took you long enough. Jae-sung teased gently. I had to be sure. Really sure. But I am now. You're my real parents. Forever. Forever and ever, and then some more, Keisha said. Their family saying. Forever and ever, and then some more, Daniel repeated. Smiling. Year 11 also brought Aaliyah's serious boyfriend. Medical student. Smart, kind, driven. His name is Marcus, Aaliyah said nervously. Keisha froze. Marcus. I know. Same name as Aunt Tamara's ex. And same name as my first boyfriend. It's weird. But he's different. Really different. Good different. Meeting Marcus was surreal. But Aaliyah was right. He was good. Respectful. Clearly loved Aaliyah. Clearly had integrity. Your family is intimidating, Marcus admitted. CEO mom. Chairman stepdad. Mafia history. It's a lot. We're just family, Keisha said. Complicated family. But just family. Aaliyah talks about you constantly. About how you built everything from nothing. How you taught her integrity matters. You're her hero. She's mine. She's been adapting and growing and being brave since she was 8. That's real heroism. She learned it from you. We learned it from each other. Month 9 brought business opportunity. Major investment firm wanted to buy Red Door, offering ridiculous money. Hundreds of millions. This is retirement money, the CFO said. Generational wealth. You'd never have to work again. But we'd lose control, Keisha countered. Lose the ability to ensure ethics. Lose the culture we built. That's the trade-off. Security versus control. Keisha and Jae-sung discussed for weeks. The money was tempting. Security for family. For future. For generations. But selling meant losing what made Red Door special. Losing the integrity-first approach. Losing the culture that valued people over profit. I vote we don't sell, Jae-sung said finally. Money is great. But what we built, that's irreplaceable. Agreed. We built something that matters. That's worth more than money. They declined the offer. Wall Street criticized. Park family leaves hundreds of millions on table. But employees were relieved. Customers were loyal. The decision proved, once again, that integrity came first. You chose us over money, one manager said. That means everything. We chose our values. That happens to include you. But yes, people matter more than profit. Always. Year 11 also brought G1's decline. Not dramatic. Just gradual. Aging. Slowing. Forgetting things occasionally. I'm getting old, she said matter-of-factly. Body is giving out. You're 76. That's not that old. It's old enough. I'm tired, Keisha. Not sad. Not giving up. Just tired. What do you need? How can we help? Just be here. Be family. That's all I've ever needed. They were. All of them. Visiting constantly. Keeping G1 engaged. Loved. Supported. This is good death, G1 said once. Not dying yet. But preparing. With family. With love. That's all anyone can ask. Don't talk about dying. Why not? I'm old. It's coming. Better to face it honestly than pretend. She took Keisha's hand. You gave me 10 more years. 10 beautiful years. I got to see you become CEO. Got to see you marry my son. Got to meet Daniel. Got to watch family grow. That's gift. You gave me everything. Family. Belonging. Love. Purpose. That's bigger gift. We gave each other exactly what we needed. That's what family does. Year 11 ended quietly. No big celebrations. Just gratitude for what they had. For health. For family. For each other. 11 years, Keisha said. From finding wallet to here. To 50 more years, Jae-sung said. To however many we get. And making them count. They toasted. To life. To love. To integrity. To family. To everything that mattered. Year 12 brought G1's death. Peacefully. In her sleep. Surrounded by family photos. Exactly how she wanted. The funeral was massive. Hundreds of people. From Korea, from America, from around the world. All paying respects to woman who'd touched so many lives. Keisha gave eulogy. Ji-won Park was my mother. Not by blood. By choice. She saw me. Really saw me. When I was invisible to everyone else. She claimed me as daughter when I was just cleaning lady who returned a wallet. She loved me when I'd forgotten what love felt like. She taught me that family isn't about blood. It's about showing up. About choosing each other. About integrity and honor and love that transcends everything. She gave me everything. And I hope I gave her back some of what she'd lost when her daughter died. I hope I filled that space, at least a little. I hope I made her proud. G1, Yama, thank you. For seeing me. For loving me. For making me your daughter. I'll miss you forever. And I'll honor you by being the woman you raised me to be. By living with integrity. By choosing family. By showing up. Rest well, Yama. You earned it. There wasn't a dry eye in the room. Processing grief was hard. Ji-won had been central to Keisha's life for 12 years. Mother figure. Mentor. Friend. Losing her felt like losing foundation. She was your mom, Jae-sung said. Real mom. You're allowed to grieve like you lost a mother. I lost my biological mom at 20. Lost Ji-won at 48. Both times felt like world ending. Because mothers are everything. Blood or chosen. They're everything. They mourn together. Family mourning family. Supporting each other through loss. Daniel struggled most. Is grandma really gone? Forever. Her body is gone. But her love? Her lessons? Her impact? Those stay forever. In us. In how we live. In how we love. I'll miss her. Me too, baby. Every day. But we'll remember her together. Keep her alive through stories and memories and love. Month 4 brought reading of Ji-won's will. She'd left detailed instructions. Most of estate went to Jae-sung. Expected. But there were surprises. To my daughter, Keisha Brown Park, I leave my personal items. Photos, jewelry, letters. Everything that mattered to me personally. Because you are my daughter. In every way that counts. You are mine, and I am yours. Forever. Keisha wept. Receiving Ji-won's personal items felt like being trusted with her soul. Among the items, the original wallet. The one Keisha had found 12 years ago. With a note. This wallet brought you to me. Keep it. Remember, one honest choice can change everything. Live with integrity. Love with everything. Be brave. Be kind. Be you. I'm so proud of who you are. Yama. She kept the wallet? Keisha whispered. She kept it. Jae-sung confirmed. She told me once it was her most precious possession. Because it brought you to us. Keisha held the wallet. 12 years later. Still expensive. Still Chanel. Still the thing that changed everything. I'll treasure this, she said. Forever. She knew you would. Year 12 also brought Red Door's expansion to 100 locations. International presence on 4 continents. $1 billion in annual revenue. We're officially major player, the CFO said. Billion-dollar company. That's significant milestone. Only matters if we maintain integrity, Keisha said. Growth for growth's sake is meaningless. Growth while staying ethical? That matters. They celebrated with staff. Bonuses for everyone. Profit sharing. Recognition that success was collective, not individual. Thank you, Keisha told assembled staff at celebration. For believing in ethics. For working hard. For building this with us. You're not employees. You're family. And this success? This is yours as much as mine. Standing ovation. Tears. Real appreciation. You mean that, one manager said after. About us being family. I've worked corporate for 20 years. Nobody's ever meant it. But you do. I do. Because it's true. We're building something together. That makes us family. Month 8 brought Aaliyah's engagement. Marcus proposed. She said yes. Wedding planned for next year. My baby's getting married, Keisha said, crying. Your adult daughter is getting married, Aaliyah corrected. I'm 22. Not a baby. You'll always be my baby. I know. But I'm also a grown woman making grown woman choices. Trust me. I trust you completely. You've never given me reason not to. Planning the wedding was joy. After a year of mourning Ji-won, celebrating love felt healing. Grandma would have loved this, Aaliyah said. She would have been so excited. She would have been. And she'd have opinions about everything. So many opinions, Jae-sung agreed. She'd be insufferable and wonderful. I miss her. Every day. But she's here in spirit. In love. In how we treat each other. That's how we keep her alive. Year 12 ended with family reflection. Jae-sung, Keisha, Aaliyah, Daniel. All together. 12 years since Grandma came into our lives, Aaliyah said. 12 years of being family. Best 12 years, Keisha said. Even with the hard parts? The grief? The struggles? Especially with those. Hard parts make us appreciate good parts more. Make us stronger. Make us real. I'm glad I got to know her, Daniel said. Even if just for 2 years. She was best grandma ever. She really was. They looked at Ji-won's photo. Smiling. Elegant. Forever captured in joy. To Grandma, Aaliyah toasted. For starting this family. For bringing us together. For teaching us integrity. To Yama, Keisha echoed. For everything. 12 years. From returned wallet to billion-dollar company. From cleaning lady to CEO. From alone to surrounded by family. All because of integrity. Because of honesty. Because of one choice to do right thing. Ji-won had been right. That wallet was precious. Not because of what was in it. Because of what it brought. Family. Love. Belonging. Purpose. Everything that mattered. Year 13 brought Aaliyah's wedding. Beautiful ceremony. Fusion of traditions. Joy and celebration. I wish Grandma was here, Aaliyah said before walking down aisle. She is, Keisha assured her. In spirit. In love. In every good thing you learned from her. Will you walk me down? Both you and Uncle Jay? Since Dad isn't here and you both raised me. We'd be honored. Walking Aaliyah down the aisle, Keisha on one side, Jae-sung on the other, felt sacred. Full circle. From single mom struggling to keep child fed to this. To accomplished daughter marrying good man. To family celebrating love. She's beautiful, Jae-sung whispered. She's ours, Keisha replied. We did good. We did great. The reception was joy. Dancing. Laughter. Celebration of love and family and hope. My turn next, Daniel announced. I'm finding a wife. Soon. You're 15. Slow down. I like to plan ahead. Plan to finish high school first. Then we'll talk about wives. Year 13 also brought business evolution. Red Door was moving into new areas. Catering, food products, culinary school. We're not just restaurants anymore, Keisha told Board. We're a lifestyle brand, built on integrity. That's our competitive advantage. The board agreed. Expansion was careful, thoughtful, always maintaining ethical standards. Every new venture has to pass integrity test, Keisha insisted. If we can't do it ethically, we don't do it. That limits growth. That ensures sustainable growth. Fast growth built on compromise collapses eventually. Slow growth built on integrity lasts forever. Month 6 brought documentary follow-up. 5 years after first documentary. Checking in on transformation. How has life changed in 5 years? The filmmaker asked. Ji-won died. That changed everything. She was our anchor, our moral center. Losing her was devastating. Keisha paused. But her lessons remain. Her love remains. She taught us integrity. We live that every day. Business has grown enormously. Billion-dollar company now. Does scale threaten ethics? Only if we let it. We've been intentional, careful. Every growth decision filters through ethics first. It's harder, slower, but it works. What about the wallet? The original wallet that started everything. I have it. Ji-won left it to me. It's my most precious possession. Reminder of where we started. Of one honest choice that changed everything. The follow-up documentary was titled Integrity at Scale. Can Ethics Survive Success? Answer, clearly documented. Yes. With intentionality. With commitment. With never forgetting foundations. Year 13 also brought Daniel's growth. He was 16 now. Still healing. But thriving. I want to work at Red Door, he announced. Learn the business. Like you did. You have to start at bottom. Like everyone. No nepotism. Good. I want to earn it. Prove myself. He started as dishwasher. Worked hard. Learned fast. Moved to line cook. Then prep cook. Earning respect from staff who didn't care he was owner's son. Just cared he worked hard. He's good. The kitchen manager reported. Natural talent. Good attitude. Treats people right. That's how we raised him, Keisha said proudly. You're raising a leader. Keep it up. Month 9 brought health scare. Jae-sung found lump. Cancer scare. Biopsy. Waiting for results. If it's cancer, he started. Don't go there yet. Let's wait for results. Results came back benign. False alarm. But the scare was real. I'm not immortal, Jae-sung said quietly. I forget that sometimes. But I'm not. None of us are. That's why we cherish time we have. Love hard. Live fully. Make it count. I'm 55. Average lifespan for Korean men is 78. I've got maybe 23 years left. Or 43. Or 3. We don't know. But Jae-sung, however many years we get, we make them matter. We make them beautiful. We make them count. With you, every year counts. Damn right it does. They held each other. Grateful for health. For time. For love. For each other. Year 13 ended with gratitude practice. Something Keisha instituted for family. Every night, we say what we're grateful for. Keeps us grounded. Keeps us remembering what matters. Daniel went first. I'm grateful for family. For parents who chose me. For belonging. Aaliyah joined by video. I'm grateful for foundation you gave me. For teaching me integrity. For being example. Jae-sung smiled. I'm grateful for second chances. For love. For family that taught me to be better. Keisha went last. I'm grateful for one wallet. One choice. That led to everything. To all of you. To this life. To knowing that integrity matters. That honesty is rewarded. That love is real. I'm grateful for all of it. 13 years. From desperate cleaner to successful CEO. From alone to surrounded. From surviving to thriving beyond measure. All because she'd found a wallet and chosen honesty over desperation. One choice. Changed absolutely everything. And she was grateful. So deeply, profoundly grateful. Every single day. Year 14 brought grandchild. Aaliyah had baby girl. Named Ji-won. After her grandmother. Grandma Ji-won would have loved this, Aaliyah said, holding baby Ji-won. Same name. New generation. She'd have been impossible, Keisha said, crying happy tears. Spoiling her rotten. Having opinions about everything. But loving her fiercely. That too. Becoming grandmother was surreal. Keisha was 50. Grandmother at 50 felt young and old simultaneously. Your young grandmother, Jae-sung said. You'll be active grandmother. Fun grandmother. I'll be exhausted grandmother. But yes, active. Baby G1 was perfect, beautiful, healthy, loved by everyone. She's family, Daniel said, holding his niece carefully. I'll protect her. Forever. That's the job, Keisha agreed. Family protects family. Year 14 also brought business challenge. Scandal at competing restaurant chain. Exploitation. Wage theft. Abuse. Press started investigating all restaurant chains. Red Door got scrutiny too. We welcome investigation, Keisha told reporters. Our books are open. Our practices are ethical. We have nothing to hide. Independent investigation confirmed it. Red Door was clean, ethical, fair. Park family businesses stand out in industry investigation. While others cut corners, Red Door maintains ethics. The contrast was stark, made Red Door look even better. Customers flocked. Employees felt proud. Investors felt confident. Ethics is good business, Keisha repeated. Again and again. Not despite. Because of. Month 6 brought Daniel's graduation. High school. Top of his class. Scholarship offers from multiple colleges. I want to go to culinary school, he announced. CIA, Culinary Institute of America. Learn properly. Then come back to Red Door. You don't have to come back to Red Door. I want to. This is family business. I want to be part of it. But I want to earn my place. Learn properly. Come back skilled. Then we support that. Completely. CIA acceptance came through. Daniel would start in fall. Pursuing passion. Building future. You raised him right, Jae-sung told Keisha. Independent but committed. Skilled but humble. That's rare. We raised him right. Together. Family raised him. Year 14 also brought Keisha's recognition. Forbes listed her as one of most influential women in business. Fortune named her CEO of the year. How does it feel? Reporters asked. Being recognized like this? Humbling. Surreal. But mostly, grateful. 14 years ago, I was cleaning banks for $13.50 an hour. Today, I'm being celebrated as influential CEO. That transformation was only possible because someone gave me a chance. Because integrity mattered more than background. Because potential was valued. What message do you have for people in similar position you were in? Do the right thing, even when it's hard, even when wrong thing is easier, even when you desperately need different outcome. Do right thing. Because integrity builds foundation for everything. And eventually, maybe not immediately, but eventually, it gets rewarded. You really believe that? I'm living proof. Absolutely believe it. Month 9 brought family reunion. Extended family gathering at house. Everyone there. Aaliyah with Marcus and baby G1. Daniel, home from culinary school for weekend. Tamara and her grown kids. Extended Park family. Close friends who'd become family. Look at this, Jae-sung said quietly to Keisha. Look at what we built. Look at what we all built. Together. Started with you. Your choice. Your integrity. Started with your mother. Her wisdom. Her recognition that integrity mattered. Started with both of you. Both choices. Both integrities. They watch family laugh. Play. Love. Be together. G1 would have loved this, Keisha said. She's here. In spirit. In how we love each other. In how we show up. Yeah, she is. Year 14 ended with New Year's Eve. Family tradition now. Everyone together. Reflecting on year. Planning next one. What are we grateful for? Keisha asked. Annual question. Health, Jae-sung said. Getting older. But healthy. Family, Aaliyah added. All of us. Together. Opportunity, Daniel said. To learn. To grow. To become. Love, Tamara said. Chosen family. Real family. All of it, Keisha finished. Every moment. Every struggle. Every joy. Every person. All of it. Grateful for all of it. They toasted. To past. To present. To future. To family. To love. To everything that mattered. 14 years since finding that wallet. 14 years of transformation. Of growth. Of becoming. And Keisha understood now. Completely. Thoroughly. Life wasn't about big moments. It was about small choices. Small acts of integrity. Small commitments to doing right thing. Those small things added up. Compounded. Transformed into something beautiful. Her life was proof. Living proof. That integrity mattered. That honesty was rewarded. That doing right thing actually made a difference. Not always. Not immediately. But eventually. Beautifully. Completely. And that was everything. Year 15 brought milestone. 15 years since finding the wallet. Anniversary that felt sacred. Keisha organized celebration. Not big party. Intimate gathering. Original people who'd been there. Marcus from the bank. Linda from the old convenience store job. Taeyong. Original Red Door staff. Family. 15 years ago, Keisha said, I found a wallet in a bank bathroom. I was broke. Desperate. That wallet had $2,000 inside. Money I needed desperately. But I returned it anyway. Because my grandmother taught me integrity mattered. That choice brought me here. To all of you. To this family. To this life. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for seeing potential. For valuing integrity. For giving me chance after chance after chance. Thank you for teaching me that family isn't blood. It's choice. It's showing up. It's loving people through everything. Thank you for being my family. For making these 15 years the best of my life. There wasn't a dry eye in the room. After the gathering, Keisha and Jae-sung walked through first Red Door location. Where it all started. Where she'd learned to manage. Where she'd proven herself. Feels like a lifetime ago, Jae-sung said. It was. Different people. Different lives. Different everything. Better now? Infinitely better. Not easier. But better. Worth it. All of it. Keisha thought about the journey. The struggles. The growth. The transformation. Every second. Every struggle. Every moment. Worth all of it. Month 4 brought Red Door's expansion to philanthropy. Opening culinary training program for disadvantaged youth. We're teaching skills, Keisha explained at launch. But more importantly, we're teaching integrity. That you can succeed ethically. That character matters. That doing right thing builds foundation for everything. The program was Daniel's idea. His way of giving back. I was lost kid, he said at opening ceremony. Bouncing through foster system. Thinking I didn't matter. Then I got adopted by people who saw potential. Who taught me integrity. Who believed in me. This program, it's paying that forward. Giving other kids the chance I got. The program was free. Comprehensive. Led to jobs. Led to futures. You're changing lives, one student told Keisha. Like you changed your own. Like someone changed yours. That's powerful. That's just right thing to do. Passing forward what was given to me. Year 15 also brought Jae-sung's retirement. Full retirement. From active business involvement. I'm 57, he said. I want to enjoy life. Travel. Spend time with family. Actually live instead of just working. What will you do? Mentor. Teach. Give back. But on my terms. My schedule. Without stress of running empire. You trust me to run it? I've trusted you for 15 years. Why would I stop now? His retirement speech was emotional. I spent 20 years building empire through fear. Through violence. Through being person I'm not proud of. Then a woman returned a wallet to my mother. And that woman taught me different way. Better way. Way built on integrity. On honesty. On actually caring about people. Keisha Brown Park saved me. Not by returning wallet. By showing me what true strength looks like. Integrity isn't weakness. It's greatest strength. I'm retiring knowing Red Door is in best hands possible. Knowing legacy I leave is ethical. Positive. Real. That's because of Keisha. All because of her. The applause was thunderous. After the speech, Jae-sung found Keisha in office. Nervous? About running it alone. Yes. But ready. And I'm not alone. I have team. Family. Support. You have everything you need. You always have. Month 8 brought Aaliyah's announcement. She was going to medical school. Following dream to be doctor. It'll be hard, she warned. 4 years of med school. Then residency. I won't have much time for. We'll support you, Keisha said. However you need. Whatever you need. We're family. That's what we do. Can you watch G1? When I'm studying. When Marcus is working. Of course. She's our granddaughter. We'd love nothing more. Watching G1, now 2 years old, became Keisha's favorite thing. Grandmother time. Teaching her. Playing with her. Passing forward what had been passed to her. Grandma. G1 asked one day. What's integrity? Integrity is doing right thing even when it's hard. Even when no one's watching. Even when wrong thing is easier. Like returning lost wallet. Exactly like that. I'll have integrity when I grow up. I believe you will. Year 15 ended with family reflecting. On journey. On growth. On everything. 15 years, Daniel said. From wallet to this. That's crazy. That's beautiful, Aaliyah corrected. That's proof good things happen to good people. Sometimes, Keisha said. Not always. But sometimes. And when they do, you honor it. You appreciate it. You pay it forward. Is that what we're doing? Paying it forward. Every day, in every choice, in every interaction, we're living proof that integrity matters. That's how we honor what was given to us. By becoming what we needed when we were struggling, Jae-sung added. By being the help we received. By showing up for others the way people showed up for us. Exactly. They toasted. To 15 years. To transformation. To integrity. To family. To love. To everything that mattered. Everything that would always matter. 15 years. From one wallet to everything. From desperation to abundance. From alone to surrounded. All because of one choice. One honest, integral choice. And Keisha knew, absolutely knew, she'd make that same choice again. Every time. Without hesitation. Because integrity was its own reward. But integrity also opened doors. Created opportunities. Built foundations for transformation. Her life was proof. Living, breathing proof. And that was everything. Year 16 brought new challenge. Health crisis. Keisha was diagnosed with breast cancer. Stage 2. Treatable, but serious. I'm 52, she told Jae-sung. Too young for this. There's no right age for cancer. But you're strong. You'll fight. I'm scared. That's okay. Fear is human. But Keisha, you've survived poverty, abuse, discrimination, building a company from nothing. You'll survive this too. Treatment was brutal. Chemotherapy, radiation, surgery, months of being sick, exhausted, afraid. But family showed up. All of them. Every single day. Jae-sung took leave from retirement. Came back to help run company while Keisha recovered. You don't have to. Yes, I do. You're my wife. You're fighting for your life. I handle business. That's partnership. Aaliyah moved home temporarily. Brought baby G1. Helped with care. Mom, you were there for me my entire life. I'm here for you now. That's family. Daniel came home from culinary school on weekends. Cooked special meals. Nutritious. Delicious. Made with love. You taught me food is love. I'm loving you through this. Tamara, organized support system. Schedules for who was with Keisha when. Who drove to appointments. Who sat with her during treatment. We've got you, she said simply. All of us. Forever. The Park family, extended family, business family, chosen family, rallied. Visits. Meals. Support. Love. I didn't realize how many people cared, Keisha said one hard day. You've spent 16 years caring for everyone else. We're returning it. That's how family works. The cancer treatment took 8 months. Harsh. Difficult. But successful. Scans came back clear. Cancer gone. Keisha in remission. You're healthy, the doctor said. You beat it. The relief was overwhelming. Keisha cried for an hour. Releasing fear. Releasing stress. Releasing everything. I'm okay, she told family. Actually okay. We knew you would be, Jae-sung said. You're too stubborn to die. Damn right I am. Recovery was slow. Energy came back gradually. Hair grew back. Different texture, more gray, but growing. You look beautiful, Jae-sung said. I look like cancer survivor. You look like warrior. Strong. Alive. Beautiful. Month 9 brought return to work. Part-time at first. Then full-time. Company had thrived under Jae-sung's temporary leadership. But they were happy to have her back. We missed you, staff said. Wasn't the same without you. I missed you too. Missed purpose. Missed contributing. Missed matching. You always matter. Working or not. You always matter. Year 16 also brought Daniel's graduation from culinary school. Top of his class. Job offers from Michelin-starred restaurants around world. I'm coming home, he announced. To Red Door. To family business. That's where I belong. You could work anywhere. I want to be here. Building what we built. Contributing to family legacy. This is where I belong. He started as sous chef. Working under head chef. Learning operations side. Earning respect. He's gifted, the head chef reported. Natural talent. Strong leadership. He'll be running kitchens in 5 years. Probably sooner, Keisha said proudly. He's determined. Month 11 brought Aaliyah's acceptance to medical school. Competitive program. Full scholarship. I did it, Mom. I'm going to be a doctor. You're going to be an amazing doctor. Compassionate. Skilled. Exactly what medicine needs. I learned compassion from you. From watching you build ethical business. From seeing you care about people. That's foundation of good medicine. You learn by being yourself. I just gave you space to become it. Year 16 ended with reflection. After cancer. After fear. After fighting for life. What did you learn? Jae-sung asked on New Year's Eve. That life is fragile. That time is precious. That people matter most. That integrity is foundation, but love is everything. Keisha paused. And that I'm not alone. That family shows up. That after 16 years of showing up for others, they show up for me. Always. Forever. That's family. Forever and ever, and then some more. Forever and ever, and then some more. 16 years. From returned wallet to cancer survival. From desperate to thriving to fighting to thriving again. Life was cyclical. Ups and downs. Challenges and triumphs. But through it all, family. Integrity. Love. Those things mattered. Those things lasted. Those things were everything. And Keisha understood now. Completely. Thoroughly. That returning that wallet had given her more than just opportunity. It had given her family. Foundation. Purpose. Love. Life worth fighting for. All from one honest choice. One moment of integrity. That was the real gift. The lasting gift. And she was grateful. So deeply, profoundly grateful. Every single day. Year 17 brought full circle moment. Young woman came to Red Door. Applied for job. In interview. She mentioned being homeless. Desperate. But honest. I found a phone in the restaurant, she said. Expensive phone. I could have kept it. Sold it. I need money badly. But I returned it. Because that's who I am. Keisha listened. Saw herself 17 years ago. Desperate. Honest. Choosing integrity over comfort. You're hired, Keisha said. Not because you returned a phone. Because you have integrity. That's foundation of everything here. Really? Just like that. Just like that. Someone gave me chance 17 years ago. Changed my life. I pay that forward. Starting with you. The young woman, Maria, cried. Thank you. You don't know what this means. I know exactly what this means. I've been exactly where you are. I remember. Maria thrived. Just like Keisha had. Hard worker. Honest. Principled. Within 2 years, she was manager. Within 4, director. She's you, Jae-sung observed. Different person. Same spirit. Same integrity. That's what we look for. That's what we build on. Integrity first. Everything else follows. Red Door continued growing. Now 150 locations. Multiple countries. $2 billion in annual revenue. But more importantly, reputation for integrity. For ethics. For doing business right way. Your industry standard, business professors said. Case study in ethical business. Living proof it works. Not just me. All of us. Team. Family. Everyone committed to same principles. That's what makes it work. Year 17 also brought Aaliyah's white coat ceremony. She was officially medical student. On path to becoming doctor. Grandma Jaewon would be so proud, Aaliyah said. Of all of us. Of what we built. She is proud. Somewhere. I believe that. Me too. Baby Jaewon was 5 now. Smart. Curious. Already showing signs of integrity. Grandma, she asked one day. If you find money, do you keep it? Depends. If you can identify whose it is, you return it. Because integrity matters more than money. Even if you're poor? Especially then. Integrity is all you have when you have nothing else. You keep it. Always. Okay. I'll keep my integrity. Good girl. Month 8 brought documentary finale. Final follow-up. 20 years after first documentary. Complete story arc. How has your life changed in 20 years? The filmmaker asked. Everything has changed. I went from cleaning banks for $13.50 an hour to running $2 billion company. From alone to surrounded by family. From surviving to thriving beyond my wildest dreams. But more importantly, I learned that integrity actually matters. That doing right thing gets rewarded. Not always immediately. Not always obviously. But eventually, profoundly, completely. What would you say to your younger self? The one standing in that bathroom holding that wallet. Keisha thought carefully. I'd say return it. Absolutely return it. That choice will change everything. It'll bring family, love, purpose, meaning. It'll build foundation for life beyond what you can imagine. Return it. And trust that doing right thing matters. And to people watching who are in similar position, holding their own metaphorical wallet. Do the right thing. Even when it's hard. Even when you desperately need different outcome. Even when no one would know if you chose differently. Do right thing. Because integrity builds foundation. And that foundation supports everything. Everything. The final documentary was titled The Wallet, 20 Years of Integrity. It won awards. Inspired millions. became required viewing in business schools. Proof that ethics worked, that integrity mattered, that doing right thing was actual, viable path to success. Year 17 also brought Keisha's recognition. Presidential Medal of Freedom. For business ethics. For transformation. For inspiring change. This feels surreal, Keisha said, accepting medal. I'm just person who returned a wallet. You're person who changed how America thinks about business ethics, the president said. Who proved profit and principles can coexist. Who inspired generation of ethical business leaders. That's worth recognition. In acceptance speech, Keisha was emotional. This medal honors one choice. One moment of integrity. But that moment was only possible because my grandmother raised me right. Because Park Ji-won saw potential. Because family supported me. Because people showed up. This isn't my achievement. It's ours. Collective. Family achievement. Month 11 brought family gathering. Everyone together. 3 generations. Celebrating. Keisha looked around. At Jae-sung, her husband of 9 years. At Aaliyah, now doctor in training. At Daniel, executive chef. At baby Ji-won, growing up strong. At Tamara, successful in her own right. At Maria, newest member of family business. At extended family, chosen family, everyone who mattered. This, she said, this is what the wallet brought. Not money, not success. This, family, love, belonging, purpose. This is everything. To the wallet, everyone toasted. To the wallet, and to integrity, and to family, and to love, to everything that matters. Year 17 ended on New Year's Eve. Keisha stood alone for a moment, holding the original wallet. The one Ji-won had left her. The one that started everything. 17 years. From desperation to abundance. From alone to surrounded. From surviving to thriving beyond measure. All from one choice. One honest, integral choice. She thought about young Keisha, standing in that bathroom, holding wallet full of money she desperately needed, making choice between comfort and integrity. Thank you, she thought. Thank you for choosing right. For choosing integrity. For making it possible for all of this to exist. Thank you for being brave. For being honest. For doing right thing. Thank you for being you. Jae-sung found her. You okay? I'm perfect. Completely, thoroughly perfect. I'm just reflecting. On journey. On choices. On everything. Any regrets? Not one. Not a single one. Every choice, every moment, every struggle led here. To this. To us. To everything. Worth all of it. I love you. I love you too. Forever and ever, and then some more. Forever and ever, and then some more. They kissed. 17 years since their first meeting. 20 years since the wallet. Entire lifetime since. And Keisha understood, completely, thoroughly, absolutely, that integrity was its own reward. But integrity also opened doors, built bridges, created possibilities, transformed lives. Her life was proof. Living, breathing, thriving proof. That one choice mattered. One honest choice could change everything. Absolutely everything. She'd returned a wallet. Simple act. Small choice. Moment of integrity when compromise would have been easier. And that choice had given her everything. Family. Love. Purpose. Belonging. Life worth living. Legacy worth leaving. Sometimes the universe rewarded goodness. Sometimes integrity got recognized. Sometimes doing right thing actually, genuinely, completely mattered. Keisha believed that now. Knew it. Lived it. Breathed it. Because she was living proof. And that was everything.
Thank you for watching the final part of this story. Please like, share, comment and subscribe for more stories.